I want to understand something. Like, I genuinely want to understand why this is being released. Why is this out, for the public to see? Because I said this before, and the real ones understand this, that I said that this would just not work out. The Rock cannot play Black Adam. It just doesn't make any sense remotely at all. It just doesn't make any sense, and I'm going to tell you why. I told you he can't play a serious character. He can't. This movie is not delivering at all. It looks horrible. It just looks horrible. I just don't know why anyone would want to see this. I guess off of, sheer popularity and him being like a fucking popular character is what they were aiming at, but this was a risky move to cast him as the villain, because he's not intimidating at all. It's the fucking Rock. Like, look at this clown. No one felt intimidated throughout this whole film, I promise you. And he's supposed to be a killer. He's supposed to be killing people, right? This shit is weak. The fight against, whoever's going to be Superman is going to be weak too. This is why DC would just never catch up. Their movies are so lackluster, and they don't have that cringy humor like the MCU, and they need that in order to sell well for the casual idiots like you guys. But it's just one of those things that they'll never sell well ever, and this movie is going to be a huge fucking flop. They might as well have went the comedy route like Marvel did with Thor. They might as well have done that. Like, I know people, I just hope people have noticed the same shit being released by Marvel and by Disney. They were releasing literally the same copy and paste movie with like, hey, we have a villain here. We ultimately, beat the villain and nothing really happens at the end. It's very lackluster, but we have some quote-unquote sentimental moments that mean nothing. But hey, why not? I just don't understand how you idiots just keep eating this shit up. You know how people say like, hey, I used to listen to Uzi, I used to do this, but I grew up, and I just stopped, listening to Uzi like that. You people don't grow up at all. You don't grow up. You still listen to the same bullshit. Like, you just still listen to the same bullshit. And that's not a good analogy, because Uzi used to be really good. But still, you get the point. You should get the point. That this is just... Oh my god, bro. DC would never make a comeback. I was going to check the sales for Doctor Strange. I know that movie was complete trash, but I'm pretty sure it's still sold better than Batman. I'm 100% sure, because it's fucking DC. If it didn't, well, I really do not care. I'm gonna look it up real quick on my phone, but like, it just doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Oh dang, it passed 900 million. Yeah, of course it sold better. It's Marvel, like I said. They've been consistently making just better content in general than DC, and they haven't fucked up completely as bad as DC, even though Marvel is still shit anyway. It's just one of those things. But I can just it just sucks that DC, they already don't have really good characters, and they don't know how to fucking, kind of nerf their characters, because they're fucking overpowered as shit anyway, and they're bland and boring. Like, hey, look at me. I'm a big, bald, fucking tough guy. Yeah, like I haven't seen that shit before. It's just bland. Everything about DC is bland. The only good character is Batman. Like, it's just sad. It's just so sad. Like, they literally waste millions upon millions of dollars down the fucking drain. If I ever reach my full potential, I want everyone to know this that is watching this video, that I will have no competition. And that comes with music. That comes to music. That comes to, movies. Whatever whatever I do, there's going to be no competition. Like, I just look at these movies and I'm like, wow, this is the same regurgitated bullshit that we've been getting for the past, like, decade. And no one cares. Like, it's just sad. Like, this is why, like, I lost motivation to even post videos, because you guys are fucking idiots, and I don't get the credit that I deserve. I really only care about my credit. That's a big thing. I really care about my credit. People started stealing my words and started stealing my whole lingo, because they're fucking losers, but hey, they have more subs, so people just say that I copied them, which is also fucking stupid. Like, it's crazy. This is also why I won't release, like, my top tier level music, right? I just won't release it. I really won't, man. It's just not worth it. it's just really not. Like, I'll literally die with the best content that I could fucking release. Like, I'll die with that good content, the best ever. Like, I could literally change the whole game, right? It's just crazy. You guys are just pathetic. It's just sad. This looks horrible. The Flash, if that's trash, is still coming out. It's gonna be terrible. DC is over with, man. It's sad, bro. If you guys hear that, that's Germex, but you know, it's sad to see because, you know, it's just embarrassing. I don't know how else to say it. It's just flat out embarrassing. Like, this is it. This is it. Imagine someone trying to debate me and argue against the pure facts that I'm spitting. Like, imagine someone trying to debate this. Like, could you imagine? Like, imagine trying to, like, make a counter argument. Like, there's nothing you could say. Like, you just look stupid. You literally look dumb as fuck. You people cannot evolve, I swear. Like, you're so, like, you're literally so beneath me. It's so sad. I just can't believe I'm in this world. I'm so high IQ. Like, I don't think people understand this. I'm gonna briefly explain what high IQ means. I'm not a one-dimensional being like you. You're one-dimensional. You eat this shit up. You listen to the same bullshit music that we've been getting for the past like 4 to 5 years, ever since like 2017. You're the same person, and you act like this shit is good. Well, newsflash, Uzi fell off. Marvel sucks. DC fucking sucks. Post Malone sucks ass. That album that he released was trash. I just don't know. Like, I don't get it. Like, are we supposed to lie to ourselves and act like this shit is good just because, quote unquote, it sold well on paper, even though it didn't anyway? Because they're inflating the numbers anyway? I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't know what's wrong with you people. This looks horrible. I really don't understand. This doesn't look intimidating at all. The visuals don't look impressive. It looks tacky. It looks really. It really looks like he was just standing in front of a green screen every single scene. It doesn't look organic. It doesn't look fluid with the scenery in the background. It just doesn't fit to me. It's not resonating with me. And you know what I saw today? You know, I saw something on TikTok about Boruto, about the time skip about Boruto, and I was looking and I said, oh, they're finally doing the time skip after like 5 years. And I looked up Boruto and I just saw the animation. It looked horrible. I saw Boruto try to, you know, go into his curse mark form, and the way, you guys have to realize, the way things are conveyed, it means a lot. When the animation, the writing looks bad, the scream is bad, it doesn't get portrayed right. You guys understand that? Like, do you guys understand, like, basic shit? I'm serious. I'm being dead serious right now. Do you guys understand shit, or you just can't comprehend this? I'm being dead ass serious. I'm being dead serious. Like I said, I just don't want to post videos, man. It's like people just don't understand. And guess what? Guess what people were saying about that? They were saying, yeah, this animation looks bad. But guess who was saying that, you know, years ago? That was me! Yeah, that was me! I said that shit years ago. That's who. And I get no credit for that. None. I get no fucking credit. It's absolutely remarkable how I put in so much work and I get no fucking credit for anything that I say. I talk about how Boruto looked horrible, the animation looked absolutely trashed, and I get no credit for that. And I was standing, like, you guys wonder why I don't fucking post. Like, you wonder why. Like, I made it known to everyone that I could leave for 6 months at a time, literally, and not drop any new content. Literally nothing. Just come on a blank screen, even less content than this, and talk about what has been happening. Barely even anything. I could do that. Fairly easy. It's so simple. I could come back like nothing fucking happened and get the same amount of views, even more views than I did before. It's that easy. Guys, I don't need this channel. I don't need you. You're worthless. Like, I love spreading facts. I love spreading the truth. And the more this world goes on and the more that I leave time, I know people are starting to understand it. You're starting to understand it. You're slow. You're slow. And what I mean by this is that you're you're very young. Everything about you is very, very young and inexperienced. I'm an experienced soul. Like, I'm very developed, right? And you guys are very one-dimensional creatures. You guys think that, hey, just because someone wears a fucking lab coat and he talks in like super big words that he read in a dictionary that ultimately really mean nothing at all, you guys think that guy's a fucking genius. The way that your mind is structured, you can't compete with me. And I'm not going to say anymore because you're not worthy of any knowledge beyond that. It's quite pathetic, and honestly, it's embarrassing. If you're going to make content after me, if you're going to hate on this video, you have to have a good reason why. Because if you're not disagreeing with me, or if you're just saying, hey, this guy has a terrible attitude, this, whatever, you're not looking at the reality of the world and the situation that we're actually in. You're one of those people that feed into delusions. I'm not you. I don't live in a delusional world. I live in a very realistic world. I live in reality, okay? I'm not you. I don't like to fluff. I don't like to sugarcoat shit. It's just facts. This movie is ass. It's not going to reach anything. The Rock was a terrible person to cast for this because he's not intimidating. He's not interesting in the slightest, and he's just a mediocre actor. That's it. Yes, we all grew up with The Rock, but he is fucking mediocre. He's a fucking loser. Notice how I keep my energy. I'm still talking my shit, and I'm always going to talk my shit, but notice how each and every video, I come on this bitch just talking pure facts more and more every time I release a video. Even if it's 6 months at a time, 6 months at a time, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. This is oh my god, like, I just don't know how people keep buying into this shit, and it's going down, it's going to go lower, but you have to realize, especially for DC, it's going to go way lower, but you have to realize for, Marvel, they have that formula that everyone is just, the NPCs and the casual fans just love it, and they just eat it up. They have the momentum too. DC just doesn't have that. I just explained why DC is always going to be behind Marvel. You should be grateful, literally. This is quite embarrassing. I just watched it. It was embarrassing to watch. It looked worse than the Thor movie. At least Thor will be slightly more entertaining. That doesn't mean that I'll like the cheesy humor. I'm not you. I'm not the majority of people, even though I know what the majority of people want to see. They want to see better content. I could release, like I said, if I ever reach my full potential, I would have no competition. No competition at all. None. Imagine, oh my gosh, and I don't even want to say it. Imagine if I ever, and I mean I ever, release my Sonic story. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to get into Sonic. I just remembered the shit that I saw about the new Sonic game, and I was 100% right. If you remember that video, you remember that video that was up for a long period of time about Sonic. It was Sonic Rangers, but now it's Sonic Frontier or something. I was just right. There's not much to say. I'm not gonna put energy into that. It's not worth it. It's just a terribly produced product, but it's Sega fans. They're gonna eat it up. Sega allows it, but the Sonic fans, are keeping Sega above or just afloat a little bit right now. Just imagine waiting 5 years for complete dog shit. Like, could you imagine? Like, you're literally, like, imagine, like, hey, you find a present under a Christmas tree and you unwrap it and it's a piece of turd. It's just, Merry Christmas, right? It just doesn't make sense. Once again, you guys are fucking morons. If you understand what I'm saying, you will not be offended by this. You will understand it and be like, wow, this makes sense. This guy needs to be at the front lines of just public speaking and just the forefront of everything, and just giving pure facts and knowledge. I care about my credit more than anything. I care about my credit. I care about my respect and people being actually real to me. I don't want to hear any fake love. I don't want to hear any of that shit. That's why I don't post content. I only post content when I want to. Only when I want to, man. It's just embarrassing, guys. It's just embarrassing. You people it's just so pathetic. I was just about to end the video, but it's just so embarrassing. If there's, I don't even want to say it. I'll say it anyway. If there's anyone that understands, leave a comment. It's going to be in review because I got tired of seeing the same people post about the same shit. You guys are just fucking retarded. I guess they finally like ended it or whatever they did because they left my fucking channel, or they just turned into fucking fans and realized, wow, I had some growing up to do and this guy just makes sense. I guess they finally realized it, or a lot of them left anyway. A lot of them, trust me, a lot of them left because I had a lot of fucking weird X-bots. Those fucking morons on my channel. Everything still stands, man. Everything still stands. Everything is still facts. I'm still the same person, just more, just so much knowledge, and just in terms of like expressing it, I'm getting even better at it every day. You just can't compare. It's crazy. If you saw my beginning videos, you'd be like, dang, this guy completely transformed. But the thing is that all this knowledge has been there, but I'm just getting better at expressing it. It's really all that. And even then, it was still facts back then. You just couldn't freaking understand it. You're just an NPC. It's quite embarrassing.